Did Johnny Depp really show up in public, dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow? And no, you're not dreaming or watching an old movie. This actually happened, and fans were completely shocked. If you're like most of us and miss seeing that wild, rum-loving pirate with his iconic smirk, you're definitely not alone. For years, Jack Sparrow wasn't just a movie character, he felt real. He was part of our childhood, our inside jokes, and honestly, one of the coolest characters ever to sail the seas on screen. Well, get ready, because Johnny Depp just brought him back. And not in a movie. He showed up, live, in full costume, totally unexpected. And today, we're diving into exactly what happened, where he did it, how people reacted, and what this might mean for the future of Captain Jack. Plus, there's a sweet little moment with a fan that'll melt your heart. So stick around, you'll love this. Let's get into it. Imagine walking down the street, grabbing a coffee, heading to work or school, and suddenly, there he is. Not just Johnny Depp, but Jack Sparrow. The dreadlocks, the bandana, the eyeliner, the swagger, you see it all. The first person who spotted him pretty much couldn't believe it. They thought it was just someone dressed up, maybe for a music festival or some Instagram content. But nope, it was the real deal. 1 second, a regular crowd, and the next, a genuine pirate captain had wandered into their day. No promotional posters, no teaser trailers, just pure surprise. The reactions were immediate. First, a gasp. Then laughter. Then cheers. Phones were whipped out, like when your favorite band suddenly appears on stage. You could feel the energy change. People who didn't know each other started exchanging excited glances. A woman shouted, "Jack Sparrow." Others laughed, pointing and whispering. A few even cried. For many, this was more than a photo or a video clip, it was a moment. The kind of moment you'll talk about for years. This wasn't a stunt. Depp didn't walk in like, "Look at me." He strolled in like a friend you haven't seen in years, wearing familiar clothes. He greeted people slowly, letting the moment sink in. Some fans got an autograph. Others just stared in awe. And there was something peaceful about it all. No chaos. No red carpet. Just smiles. So, why did he do it? And why now? The short answer, for the fans. Depp has spoken many times about how much the character means to him. When interviewed, he said, "Jack lives in me." He didn't say it for press. He meant it. Jack Sparrow was always more than a role, it was a part of Johnny. And here's the thing, once a part of you, it's hard to let go. It wasn't for money, not for publicity, not as a teaser for a new Pirates movie. It was a gift. A fan celebration. Whether he was at a charity event, a convention, or a plain old crowd on the street, he wanted to spread joy. And that's exactly what he did. After the appearance, fans flooded social media with photos and videos. They talked about how genuine it felt. A big birthday party for a 12-year-old fan, a hospital hallway lighting up when he walked through, these aren't movie sets. These are real people reacting to a real person dressed as a beloved character. That connection is magic. And he knew it. So now, everyone is asking, is this it? Or is it just the beginning? Some folks believe it's a quiet way to test how people feel about Jack Sparrow returning. Maybe Depp's considering reprising the role. Maybe Disney is listening to the response. Either way, the excitement is real. Theories have floated around, maybe a spin-off, maybe a cameo. Maybe Jack's going to sail again. Other fans say this isn't about movies at all. It's about moments. About bringing a little childhood magic back into the world, just for a few minutes. But here's something you might not know. Depp has done things like this before. He's shown up at schools, hospitals, birthday parties, always in character, never for cameras. Just for people. One time he walked into a children's ward in full Jack Sparrow gear. No PR team. No fans mobbing him. He sat down, talked to kids, joked about treasure hunts. And left. That's not something you hear celebrities brag about, but it's something people remember. He once said, "That character. Jack, he belongs to them now." And honestly, that's not just a quote or a catchy soundbite. It's a philosophy Johnny Depp genuinely lives by. For him, Jack Sparrow isn't something that gets locked away in a costume trailer between films or only appears when the director yells, "Action." Jack Sparrow, in many ways, has become a living, breathing part of Depp's identity, especially when it comes to how he interacts with his fans. He doesn't just wear the costume. He wears the responsibility of carrying a character that means so much to so many people around the world. You can see this in the way he moves when he steps into that role, even off the set. It's not forced. It's not performed. It's fluid, like second nature. There's a certain gleam in his eye, a tilt in his walk, and that signature slurred speech that instantly takes people back to their favorite moments from the films. It's not something you can fake. There's an emotional connection there, both for him and for the fans watching. When Johnny Depp said that Jack belongs to the fans now, he meant that the character has outgrown the boundaries of cinema. Jack Sparrow isn't just a pirate from a movie anymore, he's become a cultural figure, a symbol of rebellion, freedom, charm, and quirkiness. And Depp knows that. He understands that children look up to Jack with wide eyes full of wonder. Adults see him as a reminder of youth, adventure, and letting loose. For many, Jack Sparrow is more than a fictional character, he's comfort, nostalgia, and even inspiration. Depp has taken that seriously. Over the years, he's stepped into character not just for premieres or media appearances but for deeply meaningful, personal reasons. He's walked into children's hospitals without cameras, sat beside sick kids, and made them laugh by pretending the floor was the deck of a ship. He's told stories of cursed treasure and sea monsters to kids who were fighting battles far scarier than anything in the movies. And he did it not for headlines, but because he knew it might give them a smile, even if only for a few minutes. That's the kind of legacy he believes in. It's not about box office numbers or critical acclaim. It's about the look in a child's eyes when they see Jack Sparrow walk into the room. It's about the grown man who bursts into tears because the character reminds him of watching the first film with his dad who's no longer around. It's about the woman who says that Jack taught her to be herself, no matter how weird or wild that might be. Depp doesn't just acknowledge that legacy. He honors it. Every time he puts on that costume, every time he answers a fan question in character or throws in a playful, savvy. He's doing it because he knows it matters. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. Because he feels that same love for the character that fans do. In many ways, Jack Sparrow is no longer owned by the studio or even by Depp himself. He exists in all of us who've laughed, cried, and cheered through the Pirates of the Caribbean films. And that's what makes it so powerful when Depp steps into that role again, even just for a day. He's not reviving a movie franchise. He's reminding us of a feeling. He's giving that spark back to people. He's showing that magic can still walk among us, sometimes wearing a tattered coat, a bandana, and a grin that promises mischief. He becomes Jack Sparrow in those moments because he knows the world still needs a little bit of that pirate magic. At this latest surprise appearance, a little boy spotted him and asked, "Captain Jack, where's your ship?" Without missing a beat, Depp leaned over and whispered, "Aye lad, it's parked illegally. I'm hiding from the Kraken." The kid cracked up. So did everyone else. That's what made headlines, and hearts. That stayed with people. It's one thing for a performer to dress up. It's another for them to stay in character, to play. To lean in and live it. That's connection. That's art. Now, beyond the immediate smiles and viral moments, something else might be going on. Some insiders say Depp has been feeling nostalgic. He's been painting, playing music, drawing. And now dressing up as the pirate. He's reconnecting with parts of his creative soul. Some say this could be a sign that more is to come, a bigger project, maybe even a return to the big screen for Jack Sparrow, or something new but familiar. He's reigniting that flame, bit by bit. If you love this character, or even just love surprises, keep your radar up. Comic-Con panels, smaller film events, fan festivals, you never know when Jack might appear. In fact, there's an entire fan theory going around. Disney might be considering a standalone Disney Plus special, a Jack Sparrow short. The surprise drop. No trailers. Just Depp strolling out. Maybe even PSA-type events promoting a good cause. Again. But now with you there to see it. One trend that's really taken off is fans making their own pirate costumes. They're posting video reactions, makeup tutorials, full-on cosplay. People are pulling out bandanas, eyeliner, scarves, beads. Some are out there really embodying the swagger. Social star pages have gone wild with it. Even local theaters have jumped in, pirate nights with Jack-themed improvisation. It's wild, but it shows how much this character means. A few quick tips if you want to join in. Get a bandana and hat, loosely curl your hair or get a wig, add some eyeliner, wear a vest and sash, maybe a fake compass or bottle of rum, non-alcoholic, of course. Practice that slurred speech. Some people even say, yo ho ho, in public. It's silly. It's fun. It's community building. So, what does all this mean? Well, it means fans still care. It means nostalgia is powerful. It means celebrities can connect with people in a real way, even decades after a role. And it means stories aren't just on screens. They can walk beside you in real life. Now, before we let you go, here's a question. If you could ask Captain Jack Sparrow just one question, what would it be? Something hilarious? Something deep? Write it down in the comments. We want to hear your best ideas. And folks, we might just pick a few of our favorites for the next video. And hey, if this warmed your heart, or made you grin, check out our next video about the top 5 times actors became their characters in real life. We've got some unbelievable stories. Seriously, you might not believe what some of them did. It's linked right here. You'll love it. Also, if you had fun today, go ahead and hit like. It really helps us out. And if you want more stories like this, moments of magic, nostalgia, and surprise, subscribe. We've got plenty more coming that'll make you smile, laugh, even cry a little. Thanks for sailing with us today. Keep your compass pointed toward adventure. You never know when a certain pirate might show up again.